Okay, so we're going to start with the big, wide, flat. Turn it upside down. We're going to start building upside down. You take two of these wheel plates and you stick them one stud in from the end. Just double check that, yes. Then you take a 2x4 plate and you stick it right in the middle. And now you do two more wheel plates. Again, one stud in from the end. So this is all solid there. You take a 2x8 plate and you stick it down the middle. And you don't put the wheels on because it's much easier to build it without the wheels. So now we turn it the right way up and you find this big square here, which has the turntable base on it. And then you take a round plate and stick it onto that. Now, at the other end, you take a 1x4 plate, stick it on the very front. And then you take your two wheel mud guards and you stick these on right on the edge, just behind that plate, so that there's a 2x2 gap in the middle. Take another 1x4 plate, stick it on right behind those. And a 1x6 plate goes on top of that, like that. Now find three of these bracket pieces. And you take one and you hang it in the middle of the front. Now there's one stud on either side of it. Each of the other two brackets goes onto just one stud on either side of the first bracket. Now you take another 2x4 plate and you stick it across the middle of the brackets. For some reason, a bunch of kids missed that step. I don't know if it was me presenting or if it just didn't, so definitely emphasize that step. Mm-hmm. Now you have 4 grills. Mike and I only have 4 grills. And you stick them on top of that 2x4. And this is how I did it, but a number of kids did it, all of it being that way, which looked very good. And some kids did it like this. So just throwing in there, that's a visual choice. Now you have 4 of these little slopes, and those are the lights on the front of the vehicle. So put them on either side of that radiator grill. Okay, now this big 2x6 piece that kind of looks as if somebody stuck a 1x4 plate on top, it goes on and it goes on right here, so it sticks out over the lights. Now 2 1x2 plates, one on each end of it, and 2 more 1x2 plates on top of those. Then a 1x4 plate across the middle, and then your windshield on top of that. Now we're going back here. You have a tall panel piece, you stick it in the middle, and you have 6 1x1 bricks, and you make them into 2 stacks of 3 that go on either side of your panel. You have this 1x4 that's a tile in the middle, studs on the end. It goes on top of that panel. And now you can stick the roof of the cab on top. And now you are ready for the wheels. And actually, I'll keep going. Like, you should pause at that point and let people muck around with it, but to turn it into a flatbed truck, you need one of these big plates, which we will be handing out. And you're going to stick it on like this. And then at this end, to support it, you're going to need one of these little wheel plates, 2 wheels, and then you're going to have to build up so that it reaches the right height, which is 1 brick and 1 plate on top of that. And then stick it in the middle of the back.